Hey everybody, this is Matt Real with Urban Influence. Thank you so much for tuning in if you're watching, and I'd like to personally welcome you to episode 3 of what we got going on here at Urban Influence, and kind of delve into a little bit more of some of the things that we were talking about in the last video on marketing, and the way that we've decided to utilize the certain strategies and campaigns that you guys are seeing on our social sites, on all of them. And so, that's, if you had a chance to watch that video before, then this one will make a little bit more sense. And I wanted to provide a little bit more in-depth scope and clarity to you guys who are able to watch this. And hopefully I'll be able to provide something of value and show you guys what it is that we have sat down together and decided that we want to, which direction that we want to take this brand and this business. So it's a really interesting challenge. We're at day 29. Today's July 29th, so we launched this July 1st, and the things that have happened so far are just, it's just, we're very fortunate, and to be able to do this. And one of the things that I enjoy the most out of this is being able to hopefully provide something of what you guys are seeing on the internet, if it's possible, whether or not to make money online or to start your own business, when, where, all the who's, the what's, and all that. Hopefully, what I would like, I'm going to try to do here, I guess, is just try to show you that yes, it can be done. And I've documented everything that I've learned throughout this last year and a half of studies and scoping and watching YouTube, and why are you seeing the certain ads? Can people make money as an influencer? All the things that you guys have seen when you go to your Google feeds or whatever news feed that you delve into on your socials every day. Is it this? Is it that? Is it possible? Well, so that's kind of what I want to talk about today here in episode 3, is explain to the people who are on all of our social accounts, who are seeing these certain affiliate ads that, and they're not even ads. That's our team, myself and the guys who are doing such a wonderful job over at iWeb Next are creating content. So I'm creating it, they're creating it, and we have a team working for us, pumping out the content onto our social accounts, which has been a massive source of organic traffic. So if you're watching this video, I'm assuming that you're familiar with the term organic traffic. And that's a good thing, and that's what we wanted this first 30 days, was just to sit back and analyze without running any advertisements, any other specific campaigns, and keep this under the most stringent and strictest of budgets to document that, yeah, it can be done to start a business up and to get it up and running. And so this is why we're doing this. We want to show everybody for free on how to do it. And there are a lot of good websites that are out there. Absolutely. That's the goal here, is I want you to fact check everything that I say, every link that I tell you to go to. I want you guys to do your very own important due diligence. So you guys can see it for yourselves, and then hopefully we can steer you into the right direction. And so then that's why I wanted to kind of get into who those affiliates are, and why we have chosen to work with Homary, Bluehost, Amazon, obviously, Printful, and Selfie, and a slew of others so far that you will see in the future through future content that we put out there. And it won't just be all that, I promise. There's going to be a lot of content that's going to come out that's going to be just we got music, we have videos, we have artists that want to do some illustrations. We're having people reach out to us saying they want to do some sort of collab work in terms of whatever. The opportunities are limitless with what we've been able to do. So that's really exciting, and to really sit back and then to watch the traffic come in through the analytical data tracker that I use. And I use vidIQ. And then, so case in point, I want to take the time to point out vidIQ. It's for YouTube. And obviously it's not just for YouTube, but I use it mainly for YouTube, but vidIQ runs on all the social platforms. And if you haven't heard of those guys, that what they are is that they are a great source of data for people who, like myself, who are content creators that put their content out and gets the feedback on how well it's performing. And of course, one of the reasons that I want to use vidIQ is because I'm an affiliate with vidIQ. So I love their product, and I absolutely recommend for those of you who don't use it or who are interested in using more, you're more than welcome to click on any of the links that I provide down below. And that's what's called an affiliate. And so, yes, of course, absolutely. If you guys click on that link, you do your research and you decide to use vidIQ services for your own, whatever your own source of revenue that you want to do, whatever, however vidIQ can help you, absolutely. Then our Urban Influence, myself, as a whole, collective whole, we will get a commission off of that. And this is why I wanted to make these videos, to kind of to show you that, lead you to the sites to where you can find this information out for yourself. Absolutely. So it is very, very, very possible to make money doing the things that we are doing on the affiliate side, and then so that's why you're seeing a lot of those pieces of content with the links and the hashtags on all of our socials, and my personal one included. I've been running Amazon exclusively just on my personal account, just being a lazy creator, lazy content, post and then just see. The clicks are coming in. People are genuinely hitting on the links, which is really good. And the focus for this month wasn't sales, none whatsoever, and nor is it going to be the focus for next month. The focus for next month is to fine-tune the data and the streamline of organic traffic and that we have coming in for this month. And then, like I said in the marketing video in episode 2, is to really hone in and fine-tune where that traffic is coming from, and see if they are potential an audience that's that would be better served to, if we have an affiliate that they want to see. Absolutely, we can. That's we have no shortage of affiliates. So the ones that we're choosing right now are just the ones that we're choosing right now, basically drawn out of the hat just to see. There are certain affiliates that we want to work with more exclusively, and that's why I'm mentioning vidIQ. I've used them for almost a year now, and I absolutely fully 100% endorse it, if whatever that means to the people, the millions who are watching at home. Well, I think I have almost 3,000 subscribers now, which in of its own right is actually a pretty good accomplishment in and of itself. So to be able to take what we've done in 6 months to turn it into 18,000 almost on Instagram, and now growing more so on YouTube, and then the other socials are starting to fill in. So we chose YouTube and Facebook and Instagram as the main social platforms to kind of launch this into. And now, so next month you'll start seeing more Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok, and things of that nature. I had a really good meeting with TikTok Business. So we merged up with them. So we've got some really cool things on our Shopify store through the shop integration apps and tools that Shopify themselves has done a wonderful job on. So that's the affiliate number 2 would be Shopify. That's where our stores are at. That's where, when you type in www.urbaninfluence.com, that takes you directly to our Shopify store, which leads us to affiliate number 3, which is a trusted site. And that's one of the things that is the absolute most important hurdle for not just us, but for any business to overcome is the trusted site. They had a wonderful blog, and hopefully I'll be able to post a link down and where you can read it for yourselves. Was, as a new startup, as a new business, the biggest hurdle to overcome is getting people to buy from a website. Obviously, there's no secret that there are scammers and hoaxers and criminals that are out there that are doing awful things. So that's why we chose these first 2 months, is to slowly push this content out to the fan base that we already had intrinsically with our own socials, and then grow through certain campaigns for brand awareness through Microsoft and Google, who are big name brands that they obviously have to verify everything that we have through commerce, through Meta Commerce, Meta Business Suite that we use. So everything. It's kind of it's a pain in the butt really to set it all up, but once you do, that's the biggest hurdle that we want to try to overcome in this episode. And so that's why, as we wrap up this first month, I'm so thankful for the iWeb Next team to have done such a great job in providing the great content that they've done, the constant communication that they have with me. And one of the coolest things that I think that I have ever had happen in my life was on a WhatsApp call, because I use the app WhatsApp. Affiliate? No, I don't think I'm affiliate. Are we affiliate? No, not WhatsApp yet. All right, so maybe if they have an affiliate program, I'll get with them. But WhatsApp is a really good thing that I use to communicate um, with businesses, with other people out there. That's what I exclusively use to do messages with the iWeb team, to direct them content, share content through Dropbox, and then obviously the last big affiliate is Canva. So we'll throw that in there. So some of the things that was a huge pickup for us. But I wanted to get back. It was a really cool call on Sunday, just this last Sunday, as a matter of fact. I'm sitting at my desk in the chair, and I'm working, just studying analytics, and then I get a WhatsApp video call from iWeb Next, and it's from I opened up the call. I'm like, hey, how you doing? And it was just him at his house with his child there, with his son, saying, hey, they really were kind of a fan of some of the music that we were able to do on YouTube, and that was just absolutely, that blew me away. So that's why we want to continue doing business with iWeb Next, and that's the type of stuff that's huge. Thank you guys so very much, because that's thank you for believing in us, and thank you for having us believe in you with the efforts that you guys are throwing in there. So this is a really interesting, fun time to be a member of Urban Influence and direction in which we're heading right now. So that really leads me into, like I was saying, this blog with the trusted site. We're going to overcome that obstacle one way or the other. This is us. This is who we are. This is I am Mac Real. This is our YouTube channel. We're going to provide documentation of everything. We are a trusted site on Shopify, which I'm sure that you've heard of. Affiliate number 5, we're also a brand partner with said Shopify. And so we want to show everybody out there what something different that they're not going to be able to see when they hear affiliate marketing or how online businesses. Instead of making like all these souped up fancy videos, I figured that maybe we should just show you guys what it is that we're doing wholeheartedly. Nothing doctored, nothing outrageous. Just the things that we've been able to accomplish through my music channel that I started with Forever Music, and how it evolved into developing a relationship with Ben and his brand Urban Influence, and then how that led into basically this very moment right now. And in 6 months, it's absolutely been unbelievable in terms of the data that's come in. And then so this whole next month is going to be really honing in and fine-tuning the content and matching it up with the right eye, with the right buyer, and then spending the ads through Google, through Hulu, through TikTok, through YouTube itself. So so that's hopefully a way that we'll be able to show that as a business, especially the type that we're doing right here, by leading us to our stores, which is the merchandising aspect. That's the primary end state goal, is to overcome that trust or overcome that obstacle and build that trust with our fans that are out there worldwide, which is one of the most interesting things about e-commerce, and how we're able to connect and use it for great things, and to be able to use for not just entertainment purposes. We've got plenty of that. Not just music purposes, we've got plenty of that, but for educational as well. So like I was saying, this is going to be like a test pilot of the urban education aspect that we want to be able to give for free. And like I say, we will post everything everywhere that you can go to do the research yourselves, and then start your own business, your own commerce. Because if there's one thing that is undeniable, is if you take a look at what happened with the trend in the last 3 years with the pandemic, if you will, these online stores, they really skyrocketed, okay? And they made a lot of money doing so. But now that it's kind of slowly phasing back into normalcy, if you will, if I dare even use that word, normalcy. But now we're starting to see why we waited to this very point to start launching, so we could see that how that's going to play out. You know, Shopify, obviously, if you look them up, they're getting really roughed up in terms of their stock. You know, it's going down, but that's to be expected from a business standpoint. You know, they made a ton of money during that aspect. They're still the second largest outside of Amazon themselves e-commerce shopping platform, and there are a host and slew of others that we're going to be branding and partnering with as well. So that's the whole purpose of these videos, is to thank you guys for not blocking us, if you will, or not suing us, if you will, watching the videos, and hopefully you're able to get some sort of reasoning to why you're seeing even on my personal Facebook page why I'm doing these things. Well, this is a great way that I figured I could start explaining that, and then start showing the graphics and the analytical data as to how we plan and to build this brand and grow. And these numbers are really exciting. We've got a lot of people who have reached out to us so far, so it's really an interesting time to be a member of such a wonderful brand opportunity with a CEO and a founder in Ben who has just great passion, great vision to put trust in me to be able to grow ourselves and to overcome that obstacle of it's just one of those people who start off and then fizzle out and fade out. We don't plan on we fully plan on hitting, like I said in the last video, bumps and bruises, and you know, failure is not an option. We will learn from it, and we will learn well. And so that's one of the interesting things, that as every day that comes by, every new email that comes in from each new business that's out there, or each new connection on LinkedIn, or every message, and it's overwhelming to keep track of. It's I want you to know that it does not fall on blind eyes or deaf ears. You know, we're watching, but we're only primarily just myself, and then Kyle was brought on just last week to help out in some other aspects too. So we're going to get him up and running with one of our stores through Shopify, through one of the deals that they have, and that's going to be the topic of the next video, is why we chose to work with Shopify and why it's big for our YouTube channel. So again, thank you so very much for watching. This is Mac Real with Forever Influence, and you guys are awesome. Thank you.